Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tara, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at what do men think of you. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. We have 3 piles to choose from. So for pile number 1, we have the crystal Carnelian. And we have the Queen of Wands from the Muse Tarot. For pile number 2, we have purple agate. And we have the Moon from the Crystal Magic Tarot. And for pile 3, we have Goldstone. And we have the Star from the Light Seers Tarot. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, the one that is calling out to your soul the most, and that will be your pile for today. But of course, if you're drawn to more than one pile, there may be more messages there for you. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number ones. If you chose this Carnelian crystal and the Queen of Wands from the Muse Tarot, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at what do men think of you. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. Before I get started with your actual reading, I'd just like to announce that I am taking personal readings. So if you'd like to book, you can find my email address in the description box below. So we're first going to go ahead and pull a few oracle cards and then get started with the tarot deck that you chose. Okay, so spirit guides of pile number 1. What do men think of them? What do men think of pile 1? We have lace agate, the air element, and adaptability. What do men think of pile number 1, please? Spirit guides of pile 1. We have you got the love, Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. And we have the courageous peony with multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. I love that. Okay, so the card you chose is, of course, the Queen of Wands. And I noticed that Lover's card wanted to pop out. So let's take both these cards, Strength and the Lovers. And of course, I did shuffle these cards before the intro to get the energies of pile 1. So there's definitely a sense of men being quite attracted to you, pile 1. Let's get all your cards. So spirit guides of pile number 1. Spirit guides of pile number 1. What do men think of pile 1? We have the Two of Wands. What do men think of pile 1? We have the Six of Wands. The Four of Swords. What do men think of pile 1? We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Seven of Cups. And the Three of Cups. And at the back of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords with the star popping out. So some of you may have been drawn to pile 3 as well. So what do men think of you, pile number 1? So firstly, I see that men think that you are very, very attractive and sexy. I'm hearing the word queen, like men think you're a queen or a king, like whoever is watching this, whoever's attracted to men, there's a deep sense of attraction they have towards you in the sense of finding you very sexy. I heard the word fabulous and eccentric, so you could be seen as very eccentric to men. And you give them that type of vibe, like you stand out in your own way. You look very confident in yourself to men in their eyes. And you look like you hold yourself to a high standard, like you know your worth. Yeah, there's a strong energy of knowing your worth and, not settling for less when it comes to love, especially if you're attracted to men. Because you look like you'd walk away if you aren't getting what you want, or if you aren't, being respected, or if you don't see it working. you have that, you kind of have that energy to men where they think that you know your worth, that you're not going to settle for less than you deserve. And you know what you deserve because you know what you bring to the table, I almost want to say. So I see men thinking of you as very, very courageous in some way. And this has to do with being yourself in the world. The reason I say so is because we have the courageous peony. We have the cat family showing up twice here. And you kind of give off this fiery energy of like standing out, being courageous enough to be free in a way where you are authentically expressing yourself to the world, where you're showing your unique self to the world, whether it be through the way that you express yourself, through clothing, through your style, or through, the way you do your hair or your makeup, or, like I'm seeing some of you are artistic or creative, or some of you just are very much like your authentic self in the world, in the way that you speak, in the way that you are and you carry yourself. You're not afraid to be yourself. You're not afraid to put yourself out there. And so I see men being very attracted to that quality within you. They see you, they see you as someone that stands out, someone that has a creativity to them, a boldness to them, like in the way that you look, but also the way that you express yourself. It's like your belief in yourself can move mountains, and you may not have always been that way because I feel solar plexus healing. So maybe men think that you went through something that really caused you to shift your perspective within, finding your own worth, finding your own self-confidence, and holding yourself to a higher standard. So men think you have high standards, and they actually like that about you, because it kind of makes them have to prove that they're worthy of being in your presence. Makes them kind of like chase after you, especially if you're attracted to men. So yeah, men think you're very flowy, think you're this free spirit. They think that you're someone that is very mentally and emotionally strong, maybe even physically strong, and fit. Maybe you take good care of yourself. In that way, men are also very attracted to your body, and they think that you have this glowy radiance to you. Okay? Like I'm hearing the queen of all queens. I love that. Okay, I feel like this pile, has a lot of physical attractiveness. Men are very attracted to you physically if you're attracted to men. And I feel like there's something about your lips, there's something about your body. If you ever wear jewelry, there's something about that they're attracted to. You have a radiance to you and a glowiness to your face. Your confidence is something they're attracted to, your boldness, your self-expression. Even your fashion style is something men really like about you. I'm also seeing your eyelashes are very pretty. Your face shape, your cheeks, like if you have rounder cheeks or more of those cheeks, like when you smile, it's cute. I see that. But I'm also seeing prominent jawline. So if someone here has a very prominent jawline, that could be. But for most of you, I feel like you have very soft, delicate features to your face. Whereas others of you have more stronger features to your face that are more intense or more sexy and more, I want to say, dramatic in some way, bold. Some of you may even like to do eyeliner and have a cat's eye or have cat-like features. Yeah, so that's what I'm picking up in terms of physical. I feel like men are very attracted to you. And I'm kind of picking up here, if you're not a woman and you are attracted to men, for example, if you're a man and you're attracted to men, there's also this strong attraction they have towards you where they think you're very sexy and they think you're very mysterious and bold and eccentric. Or maybe not eccentric for all of you, but that confidence you hold is very sexy, is what I'm getting here. So yeah, the lovers here tells me a lot of men want to be with you. Even here with you got the love, a lot of men want to be with you. And I mean, you chose the carnelian crystal. There's a lot of attraction here in that way. I mean, even here at this Two of Wands, we see this person looking out of this thing, looking at the view. So there's something about men liking to look at you, liking to stare at you. Okay, so in terms of what men think of you, like I said, they think you're very flowy and free-spirited. I'm seeing someone laugh, so they enjoy your laughter. They enjoy when you're smiling, when you're happy, when you're having fun with life. They see you as someone that is very optimistic and free, and also at the same time, you have the strength to you, either emotionally or physically or mentally. They also think that you're very smart and like very talented at certain things, or you have a lot of strengths. I'm hearing the word admiration. A lot of men admire you from afar. They think that you are blooming as a person, you're becoming your best self. And you're also going towards things that you love and creating a success out of it. Whether that be, things you'd like to achieve within your career. Maybe you work somewhere you love, or maybe it's to do with certain hobbies you have where you really love to do that and you're really talented and they see potential for you to make a success out of it. Or it could be just doing things for you that you love that are going to improve your life and, help strengthen your successes and your potential, not just in career, but different aspects of life. So men see you as someone that has their life together, very ambitious and goal orientated, and you have a growth mindset. You're always climbing up the ladder to new things. Men also think of you as very chilled, very laid back, and, they feel very comfortable around you. It doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel like any of that. It feels very comfortable and flowy to be around you. Men also think that you're someone that has big dreams and goals and, many desires that you want to bring into your reality. So, men also think that you're very independent. Like when you want something, you go after it on your own. And yeah, that's really what I'm picking up here. Maybe you even have different sides to you and your personality. Like you're very multifaceted, multidimensional. I feel like there's a determination here when it comes to your goals and the things you want to bring into your life. Men also see you as someone that has an optimistic mindset in which, like, if something happens that is not desirable, you're able to easily adapt to the situation. Okay. There's also something here about you being such a loving person and something significant about your friendships. Like maybe you are someone that has a lot of friends that men see you with, or something like that is coming up. Or maybe some of you are able to also be friends with men and, feel comfortable around them and be chilled and laid back. And they enjoy that friendship with you. Whereas for a lot of you, I feel like when men look at you, if you are attracted to men, there's something here about them feeling as though you would be the perfect girlfriend or perfect boyfriend or, perfect partner, because not in a sense of like I know nobody's perfect, but it's like they see you as that one person that would love them, that would devote yourself to them, where you would always go together everywhere. Like you'd be a package deal. If you had to go to run errands, you would go together. Like if you had to go visit friends, you'd go together. It gives me that type of vibe, okay? So let's get some more cards for you. So, spirit guides of pile number 1. What do men think of them? So we have the Sun card, We have the star card. I was looking at the strength card that moved. Okay. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Nine of Pentacles. I just heard the word glamorous. We have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, before I get into what I see here, I do have a small favor to ask from you, pal ones. In the last 3 months, 60% of people who watch my channel didn't subscribe. So if you've ever liked any of the videos I've posted or you like this reading up until now, can you please hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet? I'm so grateful to anyone that supports the channel as it helps me more than you know. So thank you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the reading. So yeah, if you are attracted to men, there's something about you looking like a very romantic person, you looking like partner material or marriage material, I want to say. And you look like a very happy-go-lucky person to men. Like, even when you're faced with challenges or hurdles on your path, you know, you think with optimism. That's what men think of you. And like the sun, you shine bright. Like a star, you shine bright. You're noticed. You're someone that stands out in your own unique way. And you are comfortable with your unique expression. So I see men thinking of you in that way. I see men thinking of you as someone that is having a lot of gratitude for just even being alive, for the things you have. And I see men seeing you as someone that also has a very big heart, has a huge heart, a heart of gold. Men think of you as someone that has this very playful perspective of life. You have this very dreamy energy, but also go-getter energy at the same time, where you're like a go-getter. You really go after the things you want. You're not afraid to put yourself out there and be bold. When it comes to the things you desire, whether it be in love or career-wise or to do with your goals and endeavors, there's something about that. And you're also a dreamer. You dream big about the things you want and you're not afraid to go after it. There's something here about like you having this very chilled, laid back energy that men feel comfortable around you, that they really like you, they really admire you from afar. But there's also something about you giving off this vibe of like, do not F with me, do not F me over. Like you respect yourself is what men think of you. So if they had to do anything to get on your bad side, they wouldn't want to get on your bad side, is what I'm getting here. So it's like they see you as, I'm a kind person, but if you do something to wrong me, like you're gonna get that other side of me that you don't want to see. With the Two of Pentacles, there's something about men seeing you as someone that is trying to create stability within your own life, within your career, you know, financial stability, things like that. And they see you to have a lot of potential to be blessed in this lifetime, materially, financially. You have a lot of hope for what you want in this lifetime. And you truly believe in yourself as you go after that. Men also see you as very fun to be around. They love your smile, they love your laughter, maybe love to even make you laugh. Or maybe you are someone that can make men laugh, like with the things you say. Like, I feel this very playful, carefree energy with you where you have that go-getter attitude where you're very ambitious, but then you also have this side to you where you don't take life too seriously, where you know how to have fun. So men see is very fun to be around. We have the Six of Pentacles. If you ever wear lipstick, there's something about men really liking that, but men also thinking you have a natural beauty. Okay. We have the Queen of Cups, but when you do wear makeup, it looks very good on you. Yeah, like I'm getting you're very creative when it comes to your makeup if you wear makeup. And men also really like your fashion style. And it's like, I feel like this pile doesn't really care what men like about you because you're just wearing what you like. And I think that's most importantly, what men like about you, what men are attracted to in you if you're attracted to men. Because you're not necessarily looking for their approval, you're just being yourself. And that's something they really like about you. So, men may sense from you that you are someone that feels things very deeply, but they may not get to see that side of you until, like, that more vulnerable side of you, that depth of you, until they've gotten to know you a little bit better, until they've put in enough effort into, getting to know you platonically or romantically, until you trust them more. They may also think that you're a great friend, a good listener, like if you ever have men as friends, that you give really great advice, that you're wise and intuitive, very compassionate and empathetic, like you have a very big heart, is what men think of you. And if you've ever dated any men, or if men have ever been interested in you, like if you are attracted to men, there's also something about that, but them seeing it in a more romantic way. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So some of you dress in a very classy way, is what I'm getting here. You look very classy and elegant to men. Whereas some of you like to dress more like tomboyish, some of you like to dress more girly. And if you ever have braids or wear braids, men really like that, and certain accessories. And also like bold looks, like I'm seeing someone here that wears like a bold lipstick or an outfit that is very bold, like where you're just expressing yourself, something like that is coming through. I'm seeing someone dress up in a way and they look very sexy. Like, let's say they wear a dress and they look very sexy but classy at the same time and elegant at the same time. And then I'm seeing like someone maybe wear streetwear style and like look very cool. There's something about your fashion style men like. I'm even seeing more of cuter styles, like with dresses that look very cute on you. But you are literally radiant and glowy. So men think of you as someone that's very generous, where, you give a lot of your time and effort to those you love, to your friends, to whatever makes you happy, like certain hobbies or talents you have. They think you're very talented at certain things. They think that you put in a lot of effort and generosity to those you like too romantically. So we have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So men see you as someone that is maybe, like I said, trying to create financial stability for yourself. Seeking after certain financial opportunities to help you get through any challenges when it comes to your finances. We have the Tower in the reverse, and we have Justice. Okay. So there's something here about you having integrity, you being a trustworthy person, men trusting you very easily, seeing you as someone very honest and open, even at times when a person wouldn't want to be honest and open. So what do I mean by this? So Spirit is giving me an example here. Let's say you're driving, right? And you go into a parking spot and you open your door and you accidentally scratch this man's car a little bit. And maybe it would result in like a tower moment almost, where maybe you have to pay for the scratch or something. And, in that moment, maybe you had an opportunity to just be quiet about it and not tell the person. But you would instead take the L. I'm hearing, like, I don't know what word to use, but I just heard that from your spirit, guys. You take the sort of defeat in that moment to rather be an honest person full of integrity. Does that make sense? That's an example Spirit's giving me of the energy where you can get away with something, but you rather be honest with it. And it's not necessarily something about getting away with anything, but it's like you'd rather be honest than lie. even if it were to benefit you. So that's kind of what I'm getting there. And even when it comes to things that are happening in your life, like if you're going through anything, you're not afraid to be honest about that and be real and say, hey, I'm going through this. We have the 5 of Swords. So like you're real with the things you go through. Maybe you've even been betrayed in the past by certain men, and that's why you're so strong within your boundaries and within your self-worth. Yeah, we have the 5 of Cups. So we have 555 here, which means maybe you're trying to change this energy of disappointment by learning to be more discerning of who you let into your heart. And I guess that's how men are seeing you with the 8 of Swords here. Like some men want you, but they know they don't have a chance, or they know that because you have stronger boundaries up, because you value yourself, then maybe they feel as though they wouldn't even make it into like dating you or being friends with you or anything like that. But especially dating you, because you have higher standards, it's like maybe some men think that they don't even reach what you would want, so then they don't even try. Or maybe some men can see that you have stronger boundaries up, and if they don't want to put in the effort to really prove to you that they're trustworthy, then they just kind of weed themselves out anyways. Because why would you want someone that doesn't put in the effort to get to know you? Do you get what I mean? Yeah, but with this 8 of Swords, it's like there's a sort of, not a guard you have up, but this discerning energy where it's like, you can't get in unless you prove to me that you're trustworthy. And until I get to know you a little bit more and spend more time with you and see that you're honest, that you're trustworthy, etc., etc. So it also creates this energy where they feel as though they have to put in more effort to get to know you and really chase after you, I'm getting. So we have the Knight of Cups, the Muse of Voices, which is the King of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. So again, men think you're very sexy, very desirable if you're attracted to men. They also think that you're very passionate about the things you love to do, about certain hobbies, passionate about life, creativity, I see again. And even though you've been through certain things in life, you're still a very optimistic person. Your mindset is full of optimism and passion. And you're very loving in the way that you speak, very compassionate in the way that you speak. Men think of you as a very romantic person, a person that may have worn your heart on your sleeve in the past. And we have the 8 of Pentacles at the back of the deck, 1313 on the clock. So I'm going to get out some oracle cards to end off here. So not only are you seen and thought of by men as very caring, compassionate, kind, elegant, all those things, but also very smart as well. And you look like you're trying to get things in order in your life and get your life together, or you are coming to a place of stability in that sense where you have your life together. And there's something here about mastering certain talents or gifts you have for some of you. So let's now take a look at your oracle cards. So spirit guides of pile 1, spirit guides of pile number 1. What men think of pile 1. So we have the goddess of magic, sexual energy is sacred. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. So if you are attracted to men, they're very sexually attracted to you, definitely. Definitely. Okay. We have the diamond-hearted Dakini. I see the light in my own darkness. I face my ego beliefs to feel free. And we have the goddess of compassion. I recognize the suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. Okay, so men think of you as a safe space, as someone they feel very relaxed around, but then also someone that has strong boundaries where you're not going to let men deceive you, or treat you badly or anything like that. You know your worth. You have higher standards, as we spoke about before. And there's something about men finding you very sexy, finding your body very sexy, thinking that you look very good with lipstick on, especially red lipstick, or yeah, just lipstick in general. They're very drawn to your lips. Also, if you ever wear eyeliner, they think you look very pretty. But they think you just have a very beautiful face in general. There's a lot of seductiveness within this pile. And it's like you're comfortable with your duality. Like, yes, you're just like this very loving, compassionate person, and you do have compassion for even those that have hurt you. That's the way men see you. But then if they're going to do something to piss you off, I hear, like, then you are going to show that other side of you. So you're comfortable with your duality is what I see here. And men respect that about you because they see you as real. They see you as someone that's authentic. You're not trying to be someone you're not. You're very different to people men have met before. Like, you're very different. You're okay with being yourself in the world. And that's something men find very attractive about you. They find it a pleasure being around you and looking at you and just being in your presence. And they see you as someone that has maybe gone through your own challenges, but those challenges are going to turn you into the diamond you are. Okay? So this was your reading, pile 1. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number 2s. If you chose this purple agate crystal and the moon from the Crystal Magic Tarot, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at what do men think of you. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. Before we get started with your reading, I'd just like to announce that I am available for personal readings. So if you'd like to pre-book for February, you can find my email address in the description box below. So I'm going to start out with pulling a few oracle cards, and then we're going to look at the tarot cards that you chose. So spirit guides of pile 2. Spirit guides of pile 2. What do men think of pile 2? We have opal with north node and expansion, and I feel this card too. We have emerald, mercury, and cognizance. I'm smelling a really good smell. And at the same time, like it smells really good, like a perfume or something, or like a floral scent or something like that. So there could be something about you smelling really good with your perfume, with your lotion, or your natural scent, or your hair could smell good or something like that. But then I also smelled the smell of books, so maybe men think that you're very book smart too. But let's get all your cards. So spirit guides of pile 2. What do men think of pile 2? We have earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time and nature. I hear that men really like your fashion style too. They think that you have a good style, a good way of expressing yourself in that sense. We have perspective, none of this matters, zoom out, common ground. So what I actually take from this perspective card is like, a lot of you are just watching this because you have an intrigue, not because you really care of what men think of you, because maybe you know that men are, like if you're attracted to men, for example, maybe you know that men are attracted to you, but maybe you're just also intrigued to see what a reader says about it, just based on curiosity. But here with perspective, like you don't actually care that much about what men think of you. And so because of that, men think that you are just being you in a sense, similar to pile 1, but different in a way, because men see you as a very deep person. You're living your life for you based off your own emotions and everything like that. So you're not really caring too much what people think of you or what men think of you, but I guess you're just interested and intrigued, curious. So spirit guides of pile 2. And if you are attracted to men, that could be something attractive. We have the sun with citrine. So we have the moon and the sun. I like that. So what do men think of pile 2 spirit guides? We have justice with sapphire. By the way, it's raining outside if you can hear. We have the hangman with iolite. We have the King of Wands with Larimar. Does someone here have a baby, or are you a mother? We have the Hierophant with Sodalite. We have the Two of Pentacles with Bloodstone. We have the King of Pentacles with Peridot. And the Ace of Cups with Coralto Calcite. So there's something here about men thinking you're very elegant, that you have a very dreamy look to you. That kind of makes people, like if men stare at you, there's something about you being so dreamy that they could stare at you and kind of blank out and not realize what they're doing consciously. So there's something about that, and even on social media, like men really like the way you look on social media if you ever post. But you also have this very mysterious vibe where sometimes men feel as though they can't quite figure you out, or they can't get all the information on you, where it maybe takes some time to get you to open up to them. Not in a bad way, but like maybe you're slow to open up, slow to get to know a person and really build a connection with them, especially if you're asking about men and you're attracted to men in a romantic way. Like there's something here about it takes time to court you, to get to know you, to do all of that with you, okay? So men actually instantly trust you. They think of you as a very loving person, and they think of you as very dreamy, like you have a very trustworthy, dreamy face. They think of you as very pretty if you're a woman, and they really like your fashion style, clothing style. If you ever wear dresses, there's something about it looking so romantic and flowy on you and beautiful on you. Or if you ever wear exercise clothes or go to the gym, there's something about men staring at you there, something like that. Or like off the shoulder things, there's something about your shoulders and your arms looking very pretty, and men liking your skin tone. You have like a glowiness to you in the way that you look. Yeah, you're very ethereal. I don't think men would use that word, but there's a sort of dreaminess to you, a flowiness to you in the way that you look. And if you don't like dresses and wear more casual things, there's something about you looking very cool. Like, I think you're very pretty, is what I'm getting here for the women watching. And if you're a man watching, there's also something about you. You are very attractive to men if you are attracted to men. And like men also like your fashion style, but I see more like casual style or more of like formal business attire wear, or maybe even exercise gym clothes. Like something about that is coming through in men liking your body, especially your arms and your facial features. So I see people here with like maybe braids. I see long flowy hair for the women here, or very nice beautiful curly hair. Or I just see very soft, beautiful hair. There's also something here about men liking the way your voice sounds, thinking your voice is very delicate, I want to say. Like you have a delicate energy to you in the way that you look and the way your voice sounds. Like I feel like some of you have more of like a softer voice, or some of you have more of like a happy-go-lucky type of voice where you sound very happy and outgoing and like sunshine, I want to say. Whereas others of you, your voice sounds more balanced and grounded. here, like, I think men are very attracted to you, but I'm having a hard time finding physical descriptors of the way you look and like what they're attracted to if you're attracted to men. It's like they see you as pretty or handsome, like depending on who's watching, if you're attracted to men, but it's like they can't quite describe the beauty you have. Like, I think it's everything about you and not just one specific thing that makes you stand out. Like, everything about you looks beautiful or good looking altogether. So, there's something here about men thinking that you're very deep. You're a very deep person, that you're a very much like emotionally in tune person. You're in tune with your own emotions, in tune with your own heart. Not only that, you see things around you with depth. It's like when you're talking to men, it feels like you really see them on a deeper level, but then you are sort of more mysterious, where they feel like they can't figure you out, but you figure them out very quickly. So I think you're very intuitive since you chose the moon here. And I think this pile has a very big purpose in this lifetime. Men may sense that, but they may not fully know what it is. They may sense that you're very gifted at something or very talented at something. Okay, men may think of you as someone that is very intriguing. Like, you seem like a very interesting person. And it seems like if men were to talk to you, you don't just seem pretty or good looking, you also seem very intelligent at the same time. We even have the book here. So you seem like you have a lot of knowledge and wisdom to men. But you also are in touch with your heart. So you have the best of both worlds. Okay. And men think as though, like, if they were to talk to you, it would never be boring. You know, you can always go deeper and deeper into conversations, or men think that they'd be very comfortable having deeper conversations with you than most people. And they think that you're a very honest and trustworthy person, and they think that you're very fun to be around with the sun. They think that you're very carefree and you don't take life too seriously, that you know how to have fun, is what I want to say. You know how to be playful and laugh. There's something here maybe about men wanting to make you laugh or smile, or really enjoying when you're happy, when you're smiling, when you're carefree. It's so dreamy, is what I want to say. But men also think of you as a very balanced person, where you know how to balance different things out in your life, like work and your social life, things like that. Maybe you're also looking to create stability within your own life financially, and, you know, a stable foundation for yourself to get, you know, your life in order. And maybe you've been dedicating yourself to that for a long time. Like, when you want something, you dedicate yourself to it and you add it to your routine. There's something about this pile. I heard spiritual baddie. Or a lot of you just give off that baddie type of vibe. But there's something here about, like, someone here likes to meditate or do things that are good for their mental health. Add things to their routine that are going to bring more balance and harmony into their life. Men also think of you as someone very deep and sensitive, but not in a bad way, in a very beautiful way. You're connected to that divine feminine energy. But it's like you also... Men don't see you as weak in that sensitivity, I want to say. They see you as someone that has a strong will, a strong personality, where, like, you will speak your truth. You know, just because you care very deeply doesn't mean you're going to let people walk all over you. So that's the way men see you. And again, you're very honest. Your honesty makes men see things in a different perspective, because it's like we have the hangman here in perspective. So let's say, for example, you were friends with a man and he asked you something, and, like, let's say your opinion was valuable to him and you gave your honest perspective of it, then he never saw it like that before, and you're making him see things in a different way, even if it may not bruise his ego, but, like, may not be the answer he wanted to hear, like he still would appreciate that because you're being honest and you're helping him see it in a different perspective rather than just say, I like that when you don't. So like, let's say, for example, he had like a certain talent he was trying to show you. And he's like, what do you think of my performance here? Like, let's say he sings or something. And then you'd maybe be honest. Like, that's the vibe I get here. I'm just using that as an example. There's also something here about always being on time, looking very put together and clean. And like you look like a very clean and tidy person. You look like things are very organized in your home. Like, I don't know if that's true, but that's what I'm seeing. You look like you're always on time. You have a lot of self-respect, is what I hear men think of you. So before I look into everything else here, I do have a small favor to ask from you, pal, too. In the last 3 months, 60% of people who watch my channel didn't subscribe. So if you've ever liked any of the videos I've posted or you like this reading up until now, can you please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button? It helps my channel more than you know, and I'm so grateful to anyone that supports. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your reading. I keep feeling like this pile is spiritual because like I'm seeing crystal necklaces or someone lights incense and meditates or someone do yoga. I don't know if some of you are spiritual, that men see you as a very spiritual person. But you could also be someone that is very balanced in terms of your health, like you like to maybe eat fruits and vegetables or make sure you drink a lot of water or something like that. Something about like, taking care of yourself health-wise, but men don't see you as like that type of person that, I don't know how to explain this. So like, I'll give an example. I have parents that are very health conscious and like, when I look into their cabinet, there's like 50 different vitamins and things like that. Like, you don't give me that vibe where you're like, it's almost going overboard. There's nothing wrong with being health conscious. I think it's an amazing thing. But like, men don't think of you as like that. You just look very balanced overall, where like you add different things into your routine. You don't go overboard with things, is what men think. Like, you have a balanced energy. So let's say today you're eating chocolate. You're going to let yourself eat chocolate. You're not going to, restrict yourself in that way, but you're also maybe going to eat a fruit to balance it out. But it's like men don't see you as someone that is trying to change yourself or shame yourself or anything like that for being human. Just like, okay, let's say if you had to study this weekend, for example, for those that are in college. It's raining outside. I don't know if I mentioned the noise. Let's say you had to study this weekend, but then maybe you would make time to go out on Friday. So you give me that very like balanced vibe where you're not restricting yourself too much from having fun or from doing the things you like. Do you get what I mean? That's basically what I'm trying to describe here, like in the way that men see you. Men also think of you as very passionate and ambitious to go after the things you want, but like I said, you have balance overall. And they think you're an excellent communicator. They think that you have a lot of strong knowledge and wisdom. And I think men think of you as someone that likes to slow down. I heard princess treatment, like you deserve princess treatment or prince treatment. Like men want to take care of you. Like I'm almost getting this vibe of like, I want to be living a soft life. So maybe some of you agree with that. Maybe some don't. But like I see this energy of like wanting to live a soft life, wanting to slow down, not wanting to grind and hustle. Like, yes, being ambitious, but not overworking yourself. Yet at the same time, not being too relaxed. Does that make sense? So something about that's coming through, and like men wanting to take care of you in a financial way. In a physical way, like take care of you and protect you. Like, you give off that vibe to men. I don't know if you actually are like that. So men also think of you as someone that's always expanding, growing, someone that's very self-aware. You know who you are and you're growing as a person. Maybe you're on a self-improvement journey. Okay. And yeah, I think men just see you as a very colorful, fun person to be around. And I think men also would love to create connections with you with the Ace of Cups here, whether it be platonic or romantic. You know, men want those kind of connections with you. So I did see the Six of Cups popping out here. So you may also have, it popped out with this. There was like a card that it popped out with, but I didn't take that other card where it had like an eye on it. I just want to try find it. Oh, here it was. Judgment. So there's something here about men from your past still watching you. Like if you've ever spoken to certain men from your past, like if you dated a man or if you were friends with certain men from your past, they're still watching you now. Maybe even past relationships. I don't know why that's coming through, but it is. And there's something here about men thinking that you would be that type of person they wouldn't want to let go of if they had to start a relationship with you, because it would get so deep. Maybe it would take some time. Like you give me that innocent type of love where like men would think of you to like hold hands with you and to get to know you and to get to know you slowly. But then it gets very deep and intense if they were to be with you, or at least this is what they think. Like if they were to fantasize about being with you with the Nine of Cups and the Two of Cups. So that's like wishing to be with you romantically. Then there's the sense of like, I bet you that pile number 2 wouldn't be the type of person I want to hurt or let go of, because they would be that one that got away that I would never be able to let go of. I feel like you would give me like romance material. Like men would think of you as the best girlfriend or best boyfriend. Like that one person the relationship would be very deep and emotional and intense with. Okay. Let's get some lost cards. I keep smelling like a nice book smell. We have the Ten of Pentacles with Emerald. The Queen of Cups with Morganite. Are you healing from certain things that have happened in the past to do with connections? Because that is definitely coming through where you might be scared to give your all to a person unless you really get to know them first and build trust with them first. Some of you may resonate with that, whereas others of you may not. But there's something here about like men not minding that and actually thinking that's a good choice for you to do, to remain a little bit mysterious at first. Give them the time to get to know you, to do it in a very chilled and relaxed way, because then you're really building a connection with them and building trust with them slowly over time. So I see men thinking of you as like they love the conversations with you. It never gets boring. 10 of Cups with rose quartz. And with you, that type of relationship would be like the one that lasts forever. That's how men are like viewing you in a romantic sense if you're attracted to men. Like you'd be that one connection that would be so stable, that would last forever, that would just continue growing. And men would see you as that type of person where if they had to be with you romantically, like they would grow with you. You would grow together. You would become the best versions of yourself together, expand together as people. And they see you as very loyal, and charming too. And there's something about flirtatiousness, like it doesn't come immediately. But when you do allow that side of yourself out, like you're very charming. Okay, men also see you as someone very deeply sensitive in a beautiful way, where that sensitivity is your superpower, as Lexi the Leo always says, if you've watched her channel. But it's like this side of you, you're so in touch with your own emotions and you let your emotions guide you to your own inner wisdom. That's how I'm seeing you and how men are seeing you. And men think of you as a very deeply compassionate person. You know, you have a very big heart and you care so much for others. And maybe that's why you protect your heart in the beginning. Because men see you as someone that, although you are very caring and compassionate, since she's having a self-care bath, maybe you love yourself a lot. You have a lot of self-love where you're going to put yourself first. So that is what men are thinking of you right now. Let's get some oracle cards to end off. So in the beginning, I felt like it was a little bit hard describing your energy because you give off that mysterious vibe. But then as I got into the energy, I felt like the messages were flowing very easily. Okay, so we have the cosmic egg, divine feminine. I hold the universe within me. I am the force of ever expanding love. With this card, since it's an egg, I'm almost getting the vibe of like marriage material or like family material, like you'd be that type of person they'd want to have a family with or kids with, you know, things like that. I'm noticing the mother cards also popping out, so maybe some of you are already mothers or fathers. And you could also be very creative. Men could think of you as very creative. We have Queen of the Outsiders. I have arrived. I am where I will always be in love. So men think of you as very different in a way of like, you're very different to other women they've met before, other men they've met before, in the sense of you being like wifey material or husband material, or like that kind of energy is what I feel here. We have the presence of the divine feminine. At the center of everything there is light, and I am that light. So, not only are you very conventionally attractive and very beautiful, my pile twos, very gorgeous, good looking, there's also something about you having a beautiful heart, you having that light within you. You know, you being marriage material is what I keep feeling here in the way that men view you. And I see men thinking of you as like, you're comfortable with being yourself in the world, even if it makes you different, even if you don't necessarily fit in with others. You're comfortable with being yourself, and that's something they like about you. And like I said, you may also be very creative, and they may see you as very light and like angelic in some ways, is the word I'm getting. Like very sweet is what I'm getting, very loving. So this is what I have for you, pile 2. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose this Goldstone crystal and the star from the Light Seers Tarot, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at what do men think of you. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. I'd just like to announce before we get into your reading, I am available for personal readings, so if you'd like to pre-book for February, you can find my email in the description box below. So if there are background noises, it's raining really hard outside, so I'll try speak a little bit louder. But let's get started with your reading and start out with oracle cards, a few, and then we're going to look at the tarot cards that you chose. So spirit guides of pile number 3, spirit guides of pile 3, what do men think of them? We have tangerine quartz, solar plexus chakra, and Shakti. I'm hearing that song, she comes in colors everywhere, she combs her hair, she's like a rainbow. So even here with the solar plexus and the star, men think of you as someone that shines bright, someone that is very radiant and like you. You're a very colorful person with a colorful personality. You know, you're like that rainbow. You know, you shine bright like a star. And there's something about your personality being very fun and outgoing and lively, like a breath of fresh air. You're very fun to be around in men's eyes. Like you have a very fun, outgoing personality in men's eyes. And I'm also seeing poetry or words in a book. So I don't know if you like to read or you like to write, or if men just view you as very smart and intelligent too. So what do men think of pile 3? We have water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. We have wait, it's not yet time, things are being woven. I don't know why I just had a hiccup there. But maybe this has to do with talking since I had a hiccup, the throat chakra energies. So maybe you're someone that takes a long time to reply for some of you. Like they have to wait really long for a reply, or like maybe you're someone where like if they want to date you, like if you are attracted to men and they want to date you, maybe they have to wait a really long time to get to know you as they speak to you, things like that. So that's what I'm getting there. We have the star card. Maybe it takes a while to get to know you, to get you to open up and trust them, you know? Because with the solar plexus here, I think men see you as someone that knows your worth. And there's something here about like holding people accountable. Like if they try to create challenges in your life, or like I feel like this pile has high standards, but not in the way of pile 1. Like it's different to pile 1 in a way. You're kind of giving me that vibe in the way men view you, of like, you know how a mother would gentle parent their kid and like, you did this wrong and I want you to be a better person, so I'm going to show you how to do this properly. Or you did this wrong and I'm telling you did this wrong so that you can learn and grow as a person. Like you give me that energy. Like if a man wants to date you, I'm probably that person that would cut them off if they did something wrong, but maybe you're that type of person that would like talk to them and tell them like, hey, what you did is not okay, hold them accountable. And if they don't want to, then I guess maybe you leave, but there's still a chance of growing as a person around you. Like maybe you'll give them a chance, give them the benefit of the doubt, but then if they do it again, if they keep doing the same wrong thing again and again and again, you will leave. Like you do know your worth in that sense. And then it's like they can't move on after that because they know they did something wrong and they know they can improve, but they chose not to. And then it's like a very bittersweet feeling for them, or sour feeling for them. I don't know why that's coming through. Spirit guides of pile 3. But yeah, I think men just think of you as someone that knows your worth. Like you're not gonna stick around to be mistreated with the solar plexus here. Spirit guides of pile 3. What do men think of them? So we have the Page of Cups, the Tower in the reverse, the Ten of Wands in the reverse, Justice. Yeah, this is what I was speaking about. The Two of Cups, the Five of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, Three of Cups, and you're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles, and the World card is in the reverse at the back of the deck. So this is what I was talking about in the sense of, like, let's say a man decides to, like, for example, ignore a boundary of yours, even though you've already set that boundary with the Five of Swords. That feels like a betrayal to you because you've already said, like, don't do this to me, and if you're going to do this to me, I'm going to leave, or I'm going to walk away, or reinforce that boundary, and if you do it again, then I'm going to leave, I'm going to run away. And so, you know, if they choose to do that, it's like, now I can't move on with the world in reverse because I know I did something wrong and I know I'm the reason why this ended. So I'm kind of getting that energy here. So the point I'm trying to make here is you give people the benefit of the doubt, but once they start to, I almost want to say, make you look like a fool or try to like not listen to your boundaries or not grow with you, then they're out. So you have those high standards up, you know your worth, but you also give people the benefit of the doubt until you don't anymore. Because you're not playing around, like I feel men see you as someone that has relationship material energy with the Two of Cups here. A lot of men are attracted to you if you're attracted to men, and like want a relationship with you or friendship with you if you're not attracted to men. But I'm hearing fuck around and find out. So there's something about that, and you having that strong self-respect. Men may see you as someone and think of you as someone that, really takes care of yourself. Like you have that independent baddie energy is what I'm getting here, where you take care of you, you put you first. Maybe you do a lot of self-care. But not just self-care, it's also this energy of you taking care of yourself, your physical vessel, making sure you get enough time to rest, making sure you drink enough water. Maybe you're someone that really takes care of your health. Maybe you just know how to take care of yourself in an independent way, in the sense of your finances and your home life, like maybe cooking for yourself. So there's something here about being very self-sufficient and independent, where you don't need a man, but you want a man, like if you're attracted to men. So there's something here about like you being able to take care of yourself, but also like I feel like when you are in a relationship with a man, if you are attracted to men, you will also allow them to take care of you, but still not lose your sense of independence. So you have that balanced energy, I'd say. You have this very down-to-earth, calm and grounded energy to men. Like men see you as very intelligent and mature. Like in your way of thinking, you're very mature. You have a very like understanding energy to you. Like you understand people, you understand humans. Men feel as though you really see them whenever they're around you, as if you accept them as they are. But you also have like this no BS detector. So there is like this balanced energy here that men see within you. I feel like men also, want to create connections with you, pile 3. Regardless of if it's platonic or romantic, they do want to be around you. Because, we have the 3 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. So there's something here about like men just wanting a connection with you. Whether it's platonic or romantic, they want to be around you. They see you as a very loving and nurturing, caring person. But if you don't get that reciprocated back to you in return, because you're very loyal, you're very loving, you're very caring. And if you don't get that back to you in return, then you also don't waste your time. So I'm really getting that energy strongly from this pile. Men think of you as someone that is very honest and trustworthy. So they definitely trust you and they definitely feel safe around you. I'd say you bring the softness out in men. I don't know why I'm getting that, but like I'm seeing you maybe, like let's say you were to date a man, you would bring the softness out of him, the more like tender side out of him. So there's something here about men being very attracted to you physically, yes, like very romantically attracted to you if you're attracted to men. Like, I feel like you have a very beautiful smile. You have very beautiful hair. You have gorgeous energy. Like, very beautiful energy that men really like. I think men are very attracted to your smile, to your cheeks when you smile. There's like a cuteness to your face. You have a very youthful appearance for most of you, where you look quite youthful or younger than your age, and like they just love your smile. Your smile can make anyone fall in love with you. Like that's what I'm getting here. And you just have a very peaceful and relaxed face. Like your face looks very relaxed and at ease, and you kind of just look very flowy. Like you look like you shine bright. You stand out in some way because I mean, this crystal you even chose is very shiny. So you stand out in some way. And you know that you do. You're confident in yourself, yet you have a humbleness to you at the same time. There's also something about your lips that are very beautiful or very good looking. And yeah, definitely your hair. Like I'm seeing some here with very straight hair or wavy hair. And I'm seeing very, very curly hair that's so beautiful. And your eyes are beautiful too. And for the men watching, there's something about you also having those types of features, like a youthful appearance, like men liking your smile, if you're attracted to men, of course. Like men being attracted to you, because look at the heart here. Like if you're a man that's attracted to men, they may also be attracted to your, I want to say gentleness. Like I know some men that are attracted to men aren't like always in that gentle energy, but I feel a gentleness with this pile with the men that are watching. And definitely your eyes. Like your eyes are very good looking. And like your facial features too. I feel like men see you as a very free-spirited person. Maybe you're very spiritual for some of you, but you just give off this very calm, grounding vibe to men that men really like being in your presence. They really feel at ease in your presence, like they can slow down and yeah. Maybe you're someone that really takes your time getting to know a person. That's coming up very strongly. But men actually like that about you. They feel attracted to that because it really allows them to build a connection with you and to get to know you and build trust with you slowly but surely. I'm also getting here with weight, the Tower in reverse, 10 of Wands in reverse. I'm getting this vibe of like the opposite energy where it's like, if I see this is going nowhere, like let's say you are trying to create a connection with a man and you can see that he doesn't match up to what you want in love. You can see that he's not taking things seriously with you. Like the tower moment hasn't happened yet, but you're also not going to wait around to find out. You know, you're not going to wait around for the tower moment to happen if you've already seen the red flags. So it's like you're not going to put in the effort to something that doesn't seem worth your while. But then when you do see something that's worth your while, you are going to put in a lot of effort towards it and water that until it grows. Like a garden, you know? Let's get some more tarot cards. So Spirit Guides of Pile 3, what do men think of them? We have the World in the reverse. The Seven of Wands. The Four of Swords. The Empress. I love that. The Ten of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles. So before I look into these next cards, I do have a small favor to ask from you, Pile 3. In the last 3 months, 60% of people who watch my channel didn't subscribe. So if you've ever liked any of the videos I've posted or you like this reading up until now, can you please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button? It helps my channel more than you know. And I really am so grateful to anyone that supports the channel. I hope you enjoy the rest of the reading. So men think of you as someone that's very responsible, like you have that self-sufficient energy, like I said before. You can take care of yourself and you are very good at that. But I'm hearing that song, Dear No One by Tori Kelly. So there's something about, you know, you can take care of yourself, but you do want love. You do seem like a very romantic person. And even like if you're single and you don't have anyone, like maybe men think of you as that type of person that is waiting for someone special to come into your life. And you don't mind rejecting the people that don't match up to your standards because you're not going to settle for less. because you know what you want. And even if it takes a bit of time, you'd rather wait than go into something that you know is not going to last or is not worth your time or effort or worth your while. And so I see men seeing you like that. And I think men see you as someone like many men want you, but few can keep you. Few can even get you. So there's this type of energy of like, if I go for pile 3, if I'm like attracted to pile 3, I have to really impress them. And not even just impress them, but I have to be consistent, because it takes some time to really be that type of person where like you want to be with this person. Does that make sense? And if this is in a friendship setting, platonic setting, then same thing but different way. Like maybe many men want to be around you, want to be friends with you, but only few can be in your circle. Maybe even with women. Like maybe you just have a small circle. That's what I'm getting here. But those that truly get in, get your loyalty, get your caring energy, your nurturing energy, so it's like worth it. That's what I'm getting here. So men see you and think of you as that type of person that's a catch that they would want to keep around for a very long time. If it's in terms of platonic energies, it's like I would want to keep you around as a best friend or as a really good friend for many, many, many years with the 10 of Pentacles. And, we'd show our loyalty towards each other. We'd come to each other's houses with the 4 of Swords, be comfortable around each other, like so comfortable where we can be ourselves, And then if it's like a romantic connection, it's like men see you and think of you as someone they'd want to hold on to for a really long time, someone they'd want to be loyal to, someone they'd maybe even want to have a family with, because we have the 10 of Pentacles and the Empress showing a pregnant woman, have that home with. Like men maybe think of you as marriage material or that type of person that's such a catch. They'd miss out of an opportunity if they didn't take that. That's kind of like what I'm getting here. Okay, we have the Chariot, the Knight of Cups, the High Priestess. So men think of you as someone that, like I said earlier, with that BS detector, now I see why I see that. Like you're very intuitive, so you can tell when someone has good intentions towards you and when someone has bad intentions towards you, because the 10 of Swords was at the back of the deck and then it fell down and then the Devil was here and the Temperance was popping out. So I almost get this feeling of like, when people have bad intentions towards you and when people have good intentions towards you. So like no one can lie to you, no one can deceive you, because your intuition is always going to know. Men may not think of you as intuitive, especially if they're not spiritual, but they may always think like you're always right. You always know. You always just know. Like there's no fooling you, And maybe before you had like, because I'm hearing that song, I Feel Like a Fool or something like that. Snow Allegra, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But maybe you've had that before where your intuition told you something about a person, but you didn't listen to it, and then it proved you right. So now you always know to trust your intuition. And you may not even say that outright, but maybe that's just the vibe they get from you. Because, like, maybe some men have tried to, get with you in the past, but, like, maybe you could see. And then maybe it's like, how did they know? But maybe you didn't say anything, but you just avoided them. And they're like thinking, did you know like their intentions towards you? Did you figure them out? So yeah, Knight of Cups, men think of you as a very romantic person, someone that deserves romance or, a lot of care and love in friendship and platonic terms. And maybe they may even think of you as someone that travels a lot, someone that want stability within your own life, trying to create financial freedom for yourself, trying to level up in your own way. And they see you as someone that has a lot of potential to do that. Like you give me boss babe energy, this pile. So now let's get some oracle cards. So, spirit guides of pile number 3. If you have braids, men really like your braids. Men really like your hair. If not, men may think of you as someone that very much goes with the flow, but then also protects your peace. Like I said, you have that energy of polarity to you, but balanced in the in-between. So it's like how I said before with giving a person the benefit of the doubt, but not necessarily giving them 100 chances. Do you get what I mean? It's like there's a balance between the polarities. So like you protect your peace, but you also go with the flow. You're very chilled and laid back and relaxed. What do men think of pile 3? We have the joy-permeated mother. I am my own guru. I know the self that never changes. Men think of you as you would be a good mother if you are a woman, or a good father. And if you do have children, they think of you like that. We have the goddess of the eternal flame. I am eternal flame, and each day my light grows brighter. And that goes back to the star card that we got in the beginning. And we have the essence of all Buddhas. I have the power to make each moment sacred. Everything is material for my liberation. Okay, so men see you as someone that is very kind, very devoted, very loving. And, you learn very quickly. You're able to learn things on your own. Like I said, independence is coming through quite strongly. You may be someone very creative or have certain passions of your own. And you're also someone with a lot of light, and you shine bright in your own way. You don't dim your light to fit in. You don't dim your light to be liked by others. You don't water yourself down to be liked by others. But you also have this very homey, very nurturing, comforting energy to men. And men think of you as someone that even when you go through certain things that are not favorable, you are able to make that a lesson learned, or something that teaches you something that liberates you from something. Okay, men think of you as very cute, and for some of you, like very sexy. And there's something here about them really liking your facial features. Your lips, your eyes, like everything blends in perfectly together and beautifully. So this is what I'm getting here, pile 3. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye!